The holy grail of personal finance is financial independence when your investment returns fully cover the cost of your lifestyle. At that point, paid work is optional. Now, this doesn't mean you have to stop working, simply that income is a secondary consideration. You can keep doing what you're doing if that makes you happy. If you aren't super excited about your 9 to 5, the options are limitless. Want to volunteer part-time at an animal shelter? Become a permanent traveler? Pursue a passion? Financial independence allows you to do any of these, and a whole lot more. It's important to remember the math of financial independence is a guideline, not a hard rule, but it makes for a great estimation. It's all based around the 4% rule. The idea is on average your investments will return 7% per year and inflation will eat up 3% of those gains. The remainder is 4%. If you spend this 4% over the course of a year, you will have the same amount as when you started, adjusted for inflation. Assuming the math holds, you are free to spend 4% each year while your starting amount remains the same, forever. Now, there are some terms and conditions to consider with the 4% rule, but it is the best guideline for predicting when you'll be financially free. To figure out how much you need to cover the 4% rule, simply multiply your annual spending by 25. So a person that spends $30,000 per year would need $750,000 invested to be financially independent. Not a small number, but much more approachable than the millions traditional financial advice says you need. And yes, you guessed it, this means the lower you're spending, the easier it is to hit this number. If you get aggressive about this stuff, 10 years is a surprisingly realistic timeline to reach FI. Financial independence equals freedom, and how sweet freedom feels.